Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Wakka only Sphere Grid Randomizer Challenge. We are here in Bikanel, continuing the path to home, the home stretch, if you will. I believe that's the correct word, right? Home stretch, like the correct whatever it's called. Should be. But yes, here we are. I'm kinda Well, I've been doubting for a little bit. Yeah, it's been like a day or two since I played again. Kinda like choosing if I want to go to the left or just go straight to home. But I believe there are X potions over there, so I'm just gonna try and get them. And, we'll just see what will be there. I also remember there being pretty good loot on the left side here. I think there's also like a bunch of gold there in the chest. Don't have my overdrive, so if you fight a landworm, or whatever it's called, I'm gonna die. I think the landworm is the crystallized, when you touch the crystal in the end. I think that's the landworm. I don't remember what this worm is called. Okay, so this big boy. I don't remember what the strategy was here again. Just reflex can help, I guess, to dodge. Awesome. 3 reflexes. He deals big damage. But we have alchemy, so that's easily fixed. Again, I'm very lucky that I got the alchemy drop. Should be 4, and this should be 5 reflexes. Okay. Let's start attacking him. It's way faster with the poison, but I think at this stage I should keep my overdrive for the landworm or for the cactuars. Way better investment for the overdrive to be used. I don't remember if Poison Touch worked. I don't think it did. Yeah, we're gonna run through a lot of high potions this way. I should have just used my overdrive, but now we're we're going down the HP right now, so if I just use it now it would be kind of a waste. If I did it when I could have done it, before I attacked, I could have started building it back up again before he died. But yeah, I was kinda a dum-dum and just did not do it, so that's my bad. Well, I mean, he's not dropping at all, though. He's not sitting down for some reason. Does he have that much health left? I'm just burning through high potions at this point. There we go. Little boy sat down. I think he also gets an accuracy lower when he lands, because he seems to miss a lot more now. He just can't hit me. Which is easy peasy, I guess. Keep dodging that beak, Wakka. You can do it. Let's go. There we go. Easy. Even with ×4, took a little bit long, but here we are. Test number 1. An elixir. Good. Can be very useful. Oh boy. Hello, my worst nightmare. If he swallows me, it's gonna be a bit of a pain. I don't remember what the regurgitate damage is. Ah, and he's sleepy. Ooh. I wonder if I can just continue to sleep strike him. That just might be the easiest way to get through this encounter. Yeah, just keep taking poison damage. Oh. Just gonna hope a sleep hits again. There we go, nice! Okay, this is the way. Just sleep him. Well, he actually might not swallow me since I'm alone. I don't know how that works exactly. Go to sleep. Thank you very much. Oh! That was easy peasy. Easy peasy. Alright. Les items. These should be the only two, right? Yeah, 10,000 gil and... Oh no, level 2 key sphere. Thought it was an explosion for some reason. Or maybe that's what you can steal from these chests. Maybe that's what I'm remembering. That can be. My crazy kitties are doing crazy kitty stuff around me. Kinda spooked me a little bit. Hell yeah, we can just sell all those Albed potions. That's so strange. I have never sold Albed potions in my life. They are so handy. Handy dandy, so strong. Yeah, because as you can see, it's basically a high potion on steroids. It cures poison, silence, and petrification, and gives everyone 1000 HP. It's insane. It's so good. Yeah, there's nothing there, right? I always thought there was 3 chests, but I always think that. Well, technically there are 3. There's one in the corner and the 2 there, so... And yeah, if you didn't know... yeah, where's the early bird that you needed because this is a worm? Haha, very funny, Wakka. Sandworm, that's it. Yeah, if you didn't know, the left side of the area here where I am now is prone to have a higher chance of getting like the really strong fiends, like the landworm, the sandworm I mean, and then the birds and stronger enemies or just more packs of enemies. If you stick to where the Say Sphere is, that's actually where the easier enemies are in this location. Yeah, I didn't know that I could sleep this big guy actually, or I just forgot. I might have done that at some point, but yeah. Still, it's very interesting. It makes these encounters go pretty fast. Still have a sleeper, right? Yeah, I forgot to switch back. So yeah, that's just great. So now I can just, you know, pray or do something else. Like, just build up reflexes so I can dodge his mental, so I can dodge his physical damage. So we can just do that. It's basically just boring again, so I'll just speed it up here. He just has to go back to sleep. This time he doesn't want to though. He's like, no, I don't want to go to sleep. There we go. He's like a child throwing a tantrum. I think this is 5. Now we basically wait. Oh, he died. There we go. Awesome. Yes, the second section. I guess I should have just gone back and saved first, because if I die now I have to do it all over again. And I don't really want to. But I got a refill on my overdrive, which is always handy. There's basically nothing for you at the bottom, like from the direction where you come from the save sphere. The only part there, well, actually here is to enter the Valley of the Cactuars, but that's impossible until you get the airship. And there should be no like chest below either, so if you come from this like point, if you enter this area from the point where I entered, you basically skipped an entire empty section and all the chests are actually up here. So the chest here to my left, you can see a little bit there between the rubble or just to the path on the map on the left, as you can see, is actually useless. That's gonna be a sigil for Riku's ultimate weapon, I believe. Or is that the one over there? No, this is not the one. No way it's deeper in the pits, you know? Yeah, kind of a dangerous. And of course I got blinded. That is actually very bad. Well, to be honest, the weaker, well, what's quote-unquote the weaker counters, but I mean counters, the weaker encounters here, are maybe even stronger for us since we play solo. So they have 3 turns, they have 3 turns before I get a turn, and they have various status effects. So yeah, the weaker encounters, which are actually normally like weaker in a normal setting, are actually stronger for me than the sandworm in this world or challenge. It's not looking that well, and I don't get a second turn after switching my weapon. Yeah, they all get a turn nonetheless. So, as you can see, if I do nothing, they just get 6 turns. Like 3, 3. Yeah, they get 6 turns before I can do anything. So that means this guy will inflict like 2,400 damage on me, plus then 2 times these guys, well, 4 times this guy damage. This flyer's damage. I don't remember how much it was. So we are basically forced to do, you know, an overdrive here to survive. Because even if I just do this, combined, it will be like 2,000-ish damage. So I'm forced to do it. I don't have my alchemy weapon, which is my bad. If I had my alchemy weapon, I could have just healed. But because I didn't switch back, I'm kind of forced to do this. Sadly, because if I now encounter a Cactuar, or something else again that I need my overdrive for, I might be in a bit of a pickle. So yeah. Don't forget to switch to the combat here. Should I keep this on? What was this sleep port for again? Oh yeah, just for the normal wolves. But we're dealing with a lot of darkness here as well. But we are up against the plants real soon. The very annoying, very strong plants with a lot of HP, and they are tough. And they basically perma-inflict confusion as well, because they just keep doing seed bursts and they don't do anything else. So this might... Well, I could just equip this one before I encountered them, because it is sort of a forced encounter at a set point, so we can't see it coming. so I can't switch to that before I trigger the encounter. So, let's see. Clockwork, alchemy. Yeah, I don't have anything else. So the next step is a HP. Then I can remove this. Oh, osmosis blows. Good. Then I can basically once I get osmosis, I can start spamming my magic a little bit more as well, which is more damage efficient because it's more. I have more magic than strength. Oh no, actually I have more strength at this point. But Blizzara is a higher level magic and it also has a higher damage constant, I believe, than a normal attack. So it will do more damage, especially if if the enemies are weak to it, then it's way more, like it's way better to use Blizzara than my normal attack then. The plants are gonna be annoying because I don't have Fyra. Yeah, this is it. This is where the Sage Shoulder Crest is, yeah. I don't have Fyra, which would have made very short work of these plants, but these plants are guarding very good items. Well, at least in a normal playthrough. I kind of forgot what they were, but I always get them because they're very useful. I will just get them with here as well. Nice. That was a crit, right? Wait, why am I doing 700 damage? Why is my damage so high all of a sudden? Aww. Wait a minute, I don't understand why his damage is so high. Did I get a strength increase? Oh yeah, I did, +4. That's why. I was like, huh? That's why I just got a strength +4. Right, okay. Okay. So there's a plant right there in the pit. You can never get those chests without fighting the plant. Because you can't see a plant now, because when you go like closer, boom, you see a plant. And if you want that chest, you have to kill the plant. And the plant is very, like I said, very and extremely annoying. It's armored, it's weak to fire. But yeah, because it's armored, so a melee weapon attack with a fireball would still be extremely weak. I would need fire magic to really do any damage. So, as we guessed it, it's overdrive time. I hope to full break it so we can deal damage, because I believe it's a plant, so it's immune to poison, it's immune to like sleep, I believe, as well. We can always try to do the status reels, but we'll see. Probably not gonna be effective. But yeah, some kind of confuse ward, especially if you're doing the solo, is very much needed, because like I said, this enemy will keep using Seed Burst, and Seed Burst will always inflict confusion, unless you have some form of proof or ward. So even with the ward, I believe I still have a 50% chance to get confused, I believe. Or it might just even be a move that always inflicts confuse, except if you have a proof, confuse proof. So that might also be the case. And if that is the case, then this is actually very dangerous for me. Because then I might very quickly just die. We'll see. Okay, let's try. I also might just do reflexes to build up dodge. To build up evasion, so the Seed Burst hopefully misses. Of course it's a hit. Does it confuse me? It does not. So it's not a like sure hit effect. That is really good. So I have 3 reflexes. Still hits me. And I'm confused. This is the big part. The Seed Burst itself doesn't do much damage, but you see, if it's my turn, I get confused, I use my turn to attack myself, then he gets a turn again, but now he will bring me out of confusion. And fucking... oh no, he missed. So this time, Reflex actually worked against me, Holy shit, this can be very, very dangerous. I have to get rid of this plant as soon as possible. Like I just saw, the seed burst itself doesn't do that much damage, but it's the confusion and the ability to hit myself. And because I have a high luck stat, I will hit myself because I have a very low chance of missing. On myself especially. That I would just deal a lot of damage to myself because of the confusion. Which is very lethal, as you can see. Let's try status reels just to check it. If it's immune to everything. It should be, I believe, but let's just try it anyway. And if we die, you know, we die. Oh! Can be poisoned. Surprising, I was not expecting that. But the most of all, it can be slept. Which is very interesting. I don't know what the resistance to the sleep is though. So let's try to just make it sleep every single time. And just easily work our way up with poison. Yeah, as you can see, it is tough, it's armored. So damaging it is not really useful with a normal attack. Oh, there we go. So yeah, the status reels is a good choice. I believe it's immune to petrification, and that's what I was thinking about, not poison. I believe you can't petrify them. Yeah, with these 15 level 1 key spheres that I really don't need. They don't even customize anything, right? Level 1 key spheres don't do anything. As far as I remember. No. It's a level 2, that's for piercing. Ooh, I actually could get piercing. That would not be bad at all. Ooh. Because yeah, the water balls are basically negated because they are usually the enemies are toughened, which are the enemies that are weak to a certain element are usually tough, so that means they're armored. So I need piercing to get through. What if I just put piercing on all these elemental balls so I can actually just hit them with the element? That would be interesting. Yeah, piercing is kind of wasted on this weapon. Because, like I said, if I get a teleport sphere, I can put evade and counter on this, and then it will basically be just a god weapon already. Even if you cannot evade the attack, because yeah, like most boss attacks, like endgame bosses, are not evadable by evade and counter at least. But you will still always counter. But you can evade all attacks that are normal attacks. You will evade all of them. That's kind of like once you get evade and counter on a weapon, you are good until the end game of the game. It's so good. It's so strong. I mean, you don't evade magic, of course, but you evade normal physical damage. Okay, let's see. Yeah, mega elixirs. I mean, the mega elixir itself is kind of useless. Well, not as valuable because, you know, I don't have a full party to fully heal. But for this challenge, it basically works as elixir. So now I basically have, yeah, like 12 elixirs at my disposal for Wakka, which is handy if I really need them. I'm assuming I might need them at some boss fights, because I probably have to use like a mix of MP and oh yeah, here's the explosions, there we go. Yeah, as we will get Osmos, which is good, but I will get regen at some point. I think it's over here. Yeah, we will make use of regen. It's very, very important. Then we passively heal, then we can maybe like add like a praise on top of the passive healing to just heal more. And regen is 40 MP, I believe. Is it 40? 40 or 30, something like that. Might be way too high, but I don't. I never really use regen. Not like that. I normally have regen. On the normal playthrough, I do have regen, but that is bestowed upon me from Riku's Overdrive. I don't actually use regen as the magic itself, so I don't really know what the MP cost is. I can actually quickly check that because my party should still have all the abilities. Because yeah, I used that one cheat to cheat in status reels, but that also gave everyone all the skills. So, I assume we still have the sleeper ball. Yes, so I need to switch that to the comeback, and I do get 2 turns. So I believe the previous encounter was actually an ambush, which is okay by now because now we can just, you know, kick their asses. Oh fuck, I forgot I'm blinded. Well, we can't really kick ass, sir. We are blind. Even using an item? What the? I'm slowed. Look at the turns. 2, 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. They get 9 turns before I do anything. That's insane. Yeah, the big boy slowed me, didn't he? Yeah, he slowed me. But yeah, and by now, even if I would fix the slow, it doesn't, it shouldn't apply to the turn order now. It only applies to the turn order later if I fix it, I believe. Or is it only when you get it? I don't actually remember. But yeah, so using... Okay. So using no item would be 9, and if I do use an item, then it's only 6 turns. But yeah, like I said, Big Boy does 1,200-ish damage per turn. So that's already 24,000 from him alone, and then, you know, 4 more times from the bird, so I'm dead. Definitely dead. Why does the slow always hit me, man? What's the percentage actually on the slow? I should have a slow ward, but yeah, it's not really worth putting that on because he's not in every encounter that I get into here. So, overdrive it is. I want to save it, but I literally can't.
You asked for it.
Getting better at using the status reels. Not as good as attack, because with attack reels I can just do like bomb 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 bomb. I can instantly like press. But yeah, with status reels I still need to like wait and calculate a bit. I can't really do that like I do with attack reels yet. There should be 2 holes with chests. And then there's 1 hole you have to fight the plant. Because that's the way to get to home. Of course I got darkness immediately. I could just switch to slow ward here, like now. Where is it though? This huge ass list. I am like darkness, so I will just Zara one of the birds. If I'm still slowed, yeah, I'm not, which is good. I would be very angry. Let's do, yeah, a sleeper. And then I get 2 turns on next turn. Yeah, he can't kill me. Let's try and sleep him. That didn't work. Let's do another high potion here. Yeah, it's looking real dangerous. I really need him to go to sleep. For fuck's sake. As you can see, he's whittling down my HP. Even with a high potion, I would die here. Which is the issue. I would still die even with a high potion. Unless I switch to... Yes, I can switch to... If I switch to the alchemy ball, then I will survive. He can't slow me. I believe it's the 50% chance of him slowing me. If I now do a high potion, I get 2000 HP instead. Well, still the same damage.
Take that.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a crit. Nice. Okay. Oof, that encounter is still very dangerous. I forget to switch back to whatever it was that I had. What did I have? Well, Sleep Ward is actually... might just be a good one. Should be another plant here. Oh, there it is. It should be right there. Okay. We're going into the plant, which means Confuse Ward is definitely needed. There we go, Confuse Ward and the comeback, yes. Then I have a full overdrive so we can immediately poison it. Oh, this one ambushes me. Yeah, I don't have full HP. This might be bad. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I'm just gonna immediately overdrive here. That's the best way. Put him to sleep. And poison. So I can heal in peace. 2000 damage is pretty solid. Of course. Oh, overkill! Nice! I don't think the previous one did an overkill when I did that. Don't think so. Let's get the chest. Ooh, this is what I'm talking about. Look, 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 look. Evade encounter, baby. Evade physical attacks and strike back. If I would put this on this weapon now, everything in home would be literally useless against me. Everything would... I would just dodge everything, except for, you know, the fires of the bombs. The only problem is Everray, because I don't think you can dodge Everray's attacks with evade encounter, I believe. I believe Everray is always like a hit. And if it's not, then it's fucking broken. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. This weapon, if, like, you get actually this, well, slash early, slash beginning to the begin late game. This is basically the intro to the late game, basically. It's very strong, like even in the Zanarkand Ruins, even in Mount Gagazet, this is gonna carry you hard if you put this on a weapon. You get him with first strike, oh damn dude. Just putting this one, evading counter, and then first strike on this weapon, that makes it like already a master level weapon. Like, it's insane. It's close to celestial weapons. So yeah, you see the pit over there, you see something coming out of it, that's another plant. But that plant is the only plant you need to absolutely fight, because that's the way to the next section of the game, and you're forced to fight a plant. I believe I have every chest here. I got the two holes, the chests to the sides. There's one more chest over here, right? Did I get that one already? I believe I did. That's the X potions, I believe, yeah. I'm doubting myself. Fucking hell, I'm gonna have to go back and fight an extra fight that I don't have to. But I'm doubting myself. I don't know. I don't remember if I picked up the chest or not. I think actually you don't get the wolves here that can sleep you, I believe. But just in case, I would just put this on. Let's quickly check. Did I get this chest? I did. Okay, good.
No problem.
You have to be fucking shitting me. This is where, for example, first strike would be absolutely genius, because then I could have just escaped. I'll try to anyway.
Yuna.
If I had first strike, I would have had a turn here. I have to do all of that again. Oh boy. Well, good thing for autosave, I guess. Because this autosaved when I entered this location. Yeah. Just have to do those fights and the collecting again. Well, I could just basically skip that now, no? I mean, you saw what I did, so I could just pause the recording and get back to where I was. Sure, let's do that. I just literally had the first encounter in this area, and I survived it with 1 HP. And of course, when I said normally I don't think wolves show up here, of course it was an encounter with the fucking wolf. I almost died. I was thinking of doing no encounters and then just pick everything up, but then I think like, oh yeah, but I will miss like the AP that I would have normally had and the money that I would have normally had from those fights. I don't remember if I had any like levels in this section. I don't believe so. Oh yeah, no, we didn't make one towards the HP. But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, easy fix. I can just no encounters and collect everything, do the plans, just put the HP to 1 or so, and then just pick like fight like do that again. But yeah, then I will lose out on all the XP and the money as well. So I say I would just pause. I would just collect everything, and I will fight whatever I have to fight, and then come back when I collected everything, and then walk up to the plant. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So because yeah, I need the money and definitely the levels at this point as well. I need to be ready for Everay, which is gonna be probably like a hassle of a fight. So okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I just defeated the second plant. I have collected all the chests again. This is the last chest that I need to collect, which is the teleport spheres again. I got a little bit better through it this time because I was kind of prepared for some fiends. But I must say I had way less encounters somehow than my previous before I died with the Cactuar. I had so many encounters in this section before I got to the chest, but this time barely anything at all. So yeah, I didn't use too much resources or anything else. Didn't gain much either. Look more of this. I believe I had these already. Okay. I kind of feel like just farming a bit because yeah, I had more encounters, but yeah, I got back to this level to get this HP again and unlock this. You know what? Fuck it, let's just continue. I do know I had more encounters than I had here, but yeah, let's just continue. I got the 2 chests, right? I got the crest, I believe. Very easy to check. Yes, I got the Mercury crest. So I did go that way. I got 2 X potions. I believe I had 6 before. So now I have 8. Then I got the Mega Elixirs, which I have 12. And then the 2 Teleport Spheres. Yeah, okay. Should be all the chests. This is the only plant, again, this is the only one you have to be forced to fight. So, let's battle. This should still be the sleeper weapon. Yep. Let's hope we can put it to sleep. Well, I guess the surefire way to put it to sleep would be to use my status reels. I'm gonna put a reflex in, just in case it helps. Wait, did I just do 600 to myself? Why is it so low? Oh yeah, because I critted the last 2 times. That's why it's so much damage. Reflex again. If like I've been fighting like two or three fights on times 4 speed, and this now feels so slow. It feels like I have a slow status. Like what they did with like bringing the speed ups and like the cheats, whatever you can do in this game, is very helpful. Like it speeds up the process, it speeds up a lot of stuff. But when you then like, especially like a speed up, I mostly just use the speed up. I don't really use anything else. Yeah, and the no encounters or the more encounters that I use. I don't really use the supercharge, or is there another one? Yeah, auto. I don't use auto battle either. Yeah, I kind of fucked up there because I used auto by accident. Yeah, I've never used auto before. I don't really use supercharge either. I only use like the no encounters or more encounters and, you know, the time's up. But yeah, if I play on my own, like about the last time I played on my own, I really used like the time's up thingy just to make everything faster, and it feels so good. But then when you do, or when like in cutscenes or other like overdrive moments and stuff where it doesn't apply, it feels like it's so slow. But this is actually the normal speed of the game, which I have played the PS2 version for years and years and years. And I still, because they introduced this time's up thingy, I feel like I don't even remember playing it because it's so fast. It's better, I guess. Also, this time it didn't overkill the plant. What's up with that? It should overkill the plant, the poison. Some potions. Well, that's basically wasted potions because there's a save sphere coming up. Unless I get an encounter before the save sphere, which is entirely possible. I did not. Home sweet home. Yeah, there is an Albert Primer over here normally. Somewhere. I believe you can actually go back. Yeah, you can go back if you want to. You see nothing here. You see this is just empty desert, full on. And all of a sudden, boom, you're just in like a gigantic iron structure. Because this place is actually very huge. You should see it from miles away, but we saw nothing and suddenly we're here. Yeah, so this guy gives you actually items. Well, you can loot them from his corpse. Keyaku! There we go. The saves. Okay. I need to think what enemies are here. We have the bombs, we have the chimera, we have the big puppies that use gore. Should all be susceptible to sleep. We have the annoying Guado. Fireproof would basically be a very good choice here. Most of the damage is gonna be fire. Most of it, I say most, not all, but most. If you have Fireproof, that completely negates the bomb's normal physical attack, plus the magic they do. The puppy that uses Gore has a chance to use Fireball, or like Fire Breath, and that's also blocked by Fireproof. The Chimera has the Megiddo Flame, which is blocked by Fireproof. So, yeah, most of the damage here is just blocked by Fireproof. So it's a good choice in this section. Weapon-wise, Sleep might be good. To just inflict sleep and do some crowd control. If I had a Dark Strike, I would probably use that more than I would use Sleep Strike, because I can still attack during that they are blinded, but I don't have a Dark Strike, sadly. So yeah, I will try with the Sleeper and the Red Arm Guard. I think that's a good setup to try and enter this place. So let's see if we can do it. I'm annoying, huh? I'm annoying, huh?
Yuna, where are you?
A bomb. Yeah. Fucking Reflect? What the hell? I've never seen them use Reflect here. Yeah. Like for this encounter, for example, I'm completely immune to all damage except for the Guado's damage if he uses anything else than fire. The bombs cannot hurt me at all because I have Fireproof, which is fucking awesome. Yeah, and this bitch has Reflect on him, which is gonna be very, very annoying. So I need to see if I can sleep the Guado. Oh, he's immune to sleep. Yeah, they don't have auto potion here though, so we can like just attack them down. Oh. Not gonna lie, I have never seen that before. I have never seen this happen. Okay, very interesting. So he did Null Frost on the reflected enemy, which reflected it to me, but all the rest still got Null Frost. Okay, interesting, I guess. Poison Touch might actually be the way to go here. He reflects himself. I've never seen him use Reflect. Am I just dumb? Did I forget? I've never seen them use Reflect. This has never happened before. I thought he only had like 1200 HP though. Okay, so he's gonna completely make him immune to my magic, which means it's either Poison Touch or no touch. A full-on reflected enemy party. Let's go. And I can actually just full-on fight through it because I'm completely immune to their self-destruct now as well. But the shitty case is if they self-destruct, I don't get AP or kill. So, I really do want them to die. Oh, they're reflected, right? So I can't scan them. Yeah. I'm scanning myself. Yeah, I don't think many of you have ever done this, but yeah, I have scanned the people. It's been a long time though, but I have scanned the party itself. You can have some like fun little tats and like quick summary. Yuna's Blitzball toting Guardian. His training has honed the accuracy and power of his shots, which can take down both fast flying fiends and enemies afar. He's a competent and versatile fighter, but he has yet to win an argument with Lulu. Like these little skits in the scan is so funny. And I think the entire party, only immunity is threatened. We cannot be threatened. Which is kind of interesting. Because none of the enemies in the game actually threaten you. I can't see... Well, I can see what their HP is if I just switch to a sensor. Let's just speed this up, because this is just boring. I don't take any damage anyway. So 220. If my attack is 800, then in 3 turns they should die. They should die in 3 physical attacks if my attack is 800 damage. Which might actually be the case if I Ice Ball, but... Well, the other 2 have Null Frost, so I don't know if that counts as a... Actually, this might be like a good experiment. If I hit the one with Null Frost, do they still count as a hit and still like grow bigger or not? That's a good experiment. Oh yeah, this dude is definitely dead in 2 attacks. There we go. It does not count to grow bigger. Okay, interesting. So, rare case where the elemental ball is actually helpful. I got another fireball. I think yeah, the poison touch might still be the best weapon of choice here. I believe you can still go back from this point. Yeah, you can. So let's save here in case we die, so we don't have to do that again. Yeah, from after this fight, if you go to the next section, you cannot come back. So if you want to do anything else in Bikanel or whatever, do it now. Ambushed? Oh no! Yeah, these guys have a chance to do... Oh! Thank you. Yeah, these puppies have a chance to do a fire breath. I don't know what the chance is, but they have a fire breath move. Because it's also from them you can learn fire breath with Kimari with a lancet. But... let's just build up our reflex here. To dodge big damage. The normal attacks is okay-ish damage, but the gores are gonna be like 1,000 apiece. Yeah, he just did a gore on me. Let's switch to comeback first before I, have all my reflexes up so I can heal. Yeah, 700 to 800 damage with a gore. This should be 5, I believe. Let's do one more for good measure. Yeah, the gore seems to be like a surefire move. It always hits. It's kind of annoying. The normal attacks I keep dodging, but gore seems to just consistently hit. Oh, he's poisoned. Very good. Nice. The poison touch working is very nice. Yeah, only on the Guado is gonna be a little trickier. I believe he has more resistance than a touch. I think I need a strike to actually poison him. I think I got an overkill on one of the puppies.
Over here!
Over here! Let's go the MP and HP route first. More MP. Okay. So yeah, we have to do this first, and now we can go back, I think, and enter this room. Yeah. If you do that before when you're on top, that doesn't work.
That way.
Then the door is red. Oh, so scary. Reflex. I'm flexing. The comeback. Yeah, fireproof is just really valuable here, as you can see. Mostly fire damage, so I'm just immune to it. It just negated. So yeah, that fireproof drop was really solid that I got it. Where I got it, don't really remember, but. I don't know what my reflex count is at. There's one more, I guess. Can switch now back to the poison, to the rule breaker. and try to poison him. That's first touch, first poison. Awesome. That's not a first touch, first poison. Is he poisoned? Yes, he's poisoned. Excellent. Now I can just take on... Oh! He got poisoned too, so he must have like a 30 or 40 resistance. So that's a lucky chance that I poisoned him. Let's take this turn to actually switch back to the comeback. So we can maybe full heal before they die. Let's just protect. Okay, I don't know how much health he has left. Let's just use one high potion. There we go. Completely fully healed without using too much resources. And now we're gonna get some resources, baby! The passwords at enter proper alphabet. Sorry. Wait. Pardon. A friend sphere. A friend sphere gives you... what was it again? It was useful. It's just counter... Yeah, it's just counter-attack. So this is basically the level 1 version, and this is the level 2 version of counter-attack. Way superior at all fronts. Chest of Dreams. What do I contain? So here you can basically choose what you want. The best item here is definitely the elixir. It's either you have a choice of 3 enemies, or yeah, like an elixir, a high potion, mega potion, a soft, a potion, and a remedy. So yeah, the elixir is definitely the best choice here, especially for a run like this as well. If you're doing a normal run, then maybe mega potion might be more useful because you can heal your entire front line if you need to. Yeah, elixir is definitely the best one. So yeah, again, you start this scene with being up here, like you are looking down, you're looking like face front to Titus. You see the door in the back, then it has red lights instead of blue. You have to go down the stairs first, and then come back up like I did for it to be open. There's also a chest here, hidden in the smoke. A smoky chest. You got some of that smoke eye mascara. Yeah, I should heal to be safe, because if they double gore... Yeah, which they did, I would have been dead right there if I did not heal. They double gored. The double gore is a total of 1600 damage. Around that level. So if you have below 1600 here, you should definitely heal. I don't remember how much reflex is, but I guess that's enough. Switch back to the poison weapon. And stop poisoning. If it hits though, that's the question. If it doesn't hit, then yay. We were lucky before with the multiple poison hits. Yeah. I'm actually not in a good position right now. I need my comeback again to heal. If they double gore, then I'm dead again. Okay, there we go. Now we can try to poison again. Come on, man. Poison touch. Oh no, he just died. Okay. Not poisoned. Not poisoned. He is poisoned now. Nice. And he's also poisoned. Cool. Yeah, so they seem to just cast fire and nothing else. So that's handy. Let's do the comeback. Is spray doubled as well? No, spray isn't doubled right now. Alchemy is only the use of items, like healing through items is doubled, but not through magic, so... I don't really need it, so... Yeah, I still haven't gotten any response. I believe the video where I ask if I should like remove the high potions is already like uploaded. You can already watch it. I did not have any response to that, so I guess I'll just keep these. I was thinking of maybe like reducing it by 40. I think I use like 40, 45-ish potions against the crawler. So I would then only have like 13 or 18 potions. But yeah, like I said, I could have gone back and just gotten more, so it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Well, yeah, in the previous video, which I already asked. Ooh, we keep just getting this encounter. There are other encounters here, but they like keep giving. Okay, they did 850. I was not expecting the 850. Yeah, friend sphere, so I did get those. I got a strength sphere and then another elixir, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the 850 damage I was not expecting. I guess, yeah, no, fireproof is really the best one here. Let's go this way. Aha! A completely useless encounter. You cannot do anything to me. Which is very, very fun. Nice, he's poisoned. Yeah, he'll just do reflex. You keep doing reflex. You keep doing that. No problem. That was easy peasy. Yeah, there should be an orbit primer here as well. Should be like lying right here-ish where I am. We can go into this door. For more chests and a chimera fight. Okay, to make this like just very quick, because these are the most lethal encounter for me here, I'll just overdrive them.
I'm pulling out all the stops.
Pulling out all the stops. Just bonk, bonk, bonk. Nice. Yeah, I'm getting more confident in using the status reels. Ooh, interesting. Not even poison? Aha! They can't even get poisoned, eh? Okay, okay. Yeah, they're different from the normal chimera. Chimera. Let's switch to alchemy. To the alchemy ball, the comeback. And start blasting. Well, kind of forgot what their weakness is. I don't think they have an elemental weakness. Nope. A Megiddo Flame into normal attack? Yeah, these dudes are different. Normally it's Megiddo into Thundara, and then Thundara into Aqua Breath, and then melee attack. Yeah, so these are different. But aren't they like, aren't these the same name as in Macarena Woods? But they have different like defenses. This aura seems to work. Let's see the damage. It's around the same as my normal attack. Ooh, yeah, that's more damage. Not too bad, but it is definitely more damage. Well, I mean, should be for, you know, being at this point in the game, should be more damage. Yeah, the really dangerous move they have is the Megiddo Flame, so that move can easily do over 1000 damage. So Fireproof is really the big saver here. Yeah, and I'm nowhere close to actually killing these guys. Their health is pretty beefy. So they went Megiddo Flame into attack. Megiddo Flame into attack, into Aqua Breath, into Megiddo Flame, and Thundara. So their pattern is kinda over the place. Ooh, the attack is pretty beefy. Ooh, okay. Yeah, they're still not dying. I was not expecting this level of HP from them. Just so many things you would not expect in doing challenges. Because these dudes seem pretty easy if you're playing a normal playthrough. These dudes are pretty easy. But now that you're alone, it's like, god damn, they're actually pretty beefy. There we go. Ooh, the crit! Nice. Good job, Wakka. So we literally halved the damage taken here, which makes it so we can have more turns to actually hurt them. Kind of sad that they're immune to poison. That would really be very helpful here to more easily kill them. Aqua Breath. Ooh, I'm already 8 minutes over an hour. Oh no. That's because that stupid Cactuar killed me. But that didn't really matter because I just paused the recording there. I know I find myself rambling sometimes, and that also extends the time, but I'm just saying random shit that I don't actually have to be saying, but I like to ramble. It comes up in my brain, I'm like, oh no, I have to say this, and yeah, I can't really do anything about it. If it bothers you, I'm very sorry. But that's just kind of how I am.
Take that.
Bonk. The bonky crit for another overkill. Let's go. Overkills galore, baby. And now in this one, there should be a white magic sphere in one of these. 4 + 1 is 5. This is always the same passcode, by the way. If you just write this down somewhere, you can just fill it in. So it's 5, 6, and then 3, 3, right? Yeah. 5, 6, 3, 3. It's always the same. Special sphere. Are you an Albed? Yes. Name the son of the Albed leader. Brother. On what islands do the Albed live? Bikanel Island. What is Albed in Albed? Albed. It should be white? Oh no. Where did I get the white then? I always mix these up where I get the white magic sphere. White magic sphere will actually be really useful here, but the skill sphere might actually not be bad either. That's strength +10, right? Skill sphere? If I remember correctly. Yes, it is. But is there actually any skills that I can learn here? Oh yeah, I don't have an ally. Because I'm alone in my menu. So this is something that I could learn. Yes, thunder. Square change, extract power. Not really that helpful. If only someone had like power break or armor break as their first learned skill. Ultima slow. No. Haste. Haste to go. Oh. What's actually in the place of zombie attack? Guard. Guard is in place of zombie attack? Nothing useful that I can really use with the skill sphere, so... I'm annoying, huh? I'm annoying, huh? Aha! A new encounter. A very dangerous one as well, because they will confuse the shit out of me. I need my confuse ward, baby! They should be just one hit or 2 hits and they should be dead. Oh, 1 hit, let's go. And an overkill as well. Awesome. Ooh, that's actually a pretty beefy magic. Was not expecting that. But yeah, not really a big deal. Now I just have to hit this guy a couple times. Maybe poison him. Oh, I still have the comeback. I thought I had something else. Well, my bad. Can't forget to switch. Oh yeah, basically I just have to switch back to the fireproof here. That's the only thing I really need to do. And I can just spend some time just using prey instead of using high potions to just fully heal back up. Prey! Now that I have alchemy, I'm kind of banking too much on my high potions. In some situations I can just do this, but I'm just like, oh yeah, I have alchemy now, so I can just use a high potion and do that. Yeah, I should be at full health, yep. Yeah, I just finished this off with some hits. Should be the last one? Yes. Yeah, there's nothing on that end of the road, normally. Let's just check it out. Oh no, there is a chest. Fuck. Almost missed the chest. Oh, kinda useless for this playthrough. Very handy for a casual playthrough, like I said. And another easy encounter. I'm just gonna skip this one, because yeah, it's just exactly the same as I always do, so be right back. There we go. Yeah, just remember, this will be a little longer video than usual, because yeah, I can... Oh yeah, no, there is a save here, right? Yeah, no, there is one, okay. I was like, oh yeah, no, and now I have to do the other Chimera encounter instead before I get a save, but no, there is a save right here. And I just learned Osmos, which can be very useful at later in the game. Alright. So that is it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in future and past videos, and bye bye!